And while it's preparing the live stream, let me now check Zoom to make sure. Hi, Tiffany. Thank you for being here. Happy birthday, love.
Thank you.
I was gonna sing. I told you already, didn't I? You don't want me to sing live to you, do you? Because you know I can't sing.
No.
Okay, good. We've got a few people entering, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get started because this is a live stream post. So I'm gonna go ahead and put up our first screens because we're gonna give people a little time to get in. So to the individual that's joining us, please bear with us because we do want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to join in. So I'm really excited about this. So bear with me, and I will see you all in a moment.
Thank you so much for joining us.
So let's go ahead and do so. Now, as you guys know, this is my baby without doing a ribbon cut. And so the ribbon cut is going to take place with you all being our first making history. So, woo! I'm excited. And so guys, you're seeing me look at two different screens. It's because we are live on Facebook and we are also on YouTube. And so this is why I don't want you to think I'm being disrespectful and I'm looking at someone from another angle, okay? Gentlemen, I want to welcome you to Parenting Today While Balancing Life. 3 beautiful parents today. We have Marcus Davis out of Vero Beach, Florida. We have Brandy Troff out of Fort Pierce, Florida. And we have Tiffany Wallace out of Vero Beach, Florida. Because we are basing this around single parents, what do you guys think the percentage rate is, okay, for single parents, never been married, okay, and not be in a relationship, but they're parenting children? I don't care the age of the children, but so Brandy said 60%, okay?
Say like 70.
I'm sorry, go ahead. I apologize.
I'll say 75. 75.
Oh gosh, 75. Okay. And then Marcus, I should have a poker face.
I was gonna say 40%.
Prizes. So anybody at home that wants to chime in and kind of give us what their take is on the percentage rate of single parents, whether that be a mother or a father? We're gonna go ahead then because somebody had an answer.
I was gonna say 37%, but that I heard what you said after, so it's cool.
Thank you, Stefan, for joining us. I appreciate it. You were close. It's almost 24% because we know in math anything over 0.5 you round up. So the answer it is 24, almost 24% that has never been married. But I specifically highlighted these numbers. You guys were close about the 54%. You know, and that teens, ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot of teenage parents out here. We have a lot. And those teenage parents are raising the next generation. And the next generation are going to be responsible for our world. We probably will have gone on to whatever the afterlife is, but those children are going to be here on this earth having to defend for themselves. And if we don't do something different, guys, they are going to be in trouble. I don't know about you, but I will be too old to fight for them. So if we don't get it together, and so again, this is the reasoning why I decided to do, you know, the Mother's Love Foundation Incorporated Foundation. As we have Brandy Troff, as you heard me say, Brandy, you know, she is in real estate. She is a mother of 7. And I believe, Brandy, if I'm saying this correctly, you are a widow, am I right?
Yes.
Okay. So introduce, you know, I talk to us about, you know, where you are. Excuse me, first and foremost, introduce yourself, and then we'll go a little bit more in detail. My apologies.
That's okay. So my name's Brandy Troff, and I'm actually from Vero Beach, but I moved to Central Florida 18 years ago. So all my family still lives in Vero and, you know, Fort Pierce. And I have 7 children from college age down to 5 years old. My oldest is 27, and I was a teenage mom as well. And so I've always had it in my heart to want to help other teenage mothers to not give up on their dreams and to not feel like they're second best because they're not married or not older. I mean, I've done mothers that were 40 years old, and I was a better mother at 16 than them. So I always wanted to give people hope. So that's why I love what you're doing here.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Now let's go to Mr. Marcus Davis. I put him in the middle because he's the only guy. So we don't want to make, it's hard for the men when they're in the midst of women and we talk about parenting. Sometimes we can burn them pretty bad. But I tell you, this one parent right here, there's not a thing we can say negative about him. So Marcus, go right ahead and introduce yourself.
All right, so hello everyone. I'm Marcus Davis. I'm from Pennsylvania, but I live here in Vero Beach. I've been here for like 7 years. I have a son, and I also have 2 stepdaughters. Pretty much, all right. So like I pretty much have my son his whole life. His mom and I just didn't see eye to eye. So like I took it upon myself to raise him. So I had him in college. Like I was a senior in college, and then I found out, that I'm having a son, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stop going to school for a little bit, so I can raise him. And then like pretty much he's been great. He has like all A's in school. He's doing the dual enrollment program, and he's a great kid. And besides that, I own a company called More Dads LLC. What it is, like, it's a program that's geared towards helping like other men like myself become better fathers. You know what I'm saying? Because like I know how hard it is as a man raising a kid, and the whole world is like, the whole world is like, like a man can't do that by himself. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So myself, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make a program to where like I can show the world that there's more guys like myself out there, who are good men and good fathers out there for their kids. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do.
Marcus, that's a heartfelt introduction, and you're 100% correct. It is hard. It's hard for all of us single parents out here, and it's especially hard for the men. And so I appreciate that introduction and you sharing that information with us. And I will say, I've had the luxury of seeing you firsthand work with your son. Like I said, it's very rare that we see the men step up to the plate. And so I'm looking to, as we go throughout the year 2022, and we're doing these podcasting, I'm looking to see more men show up because they're out there and they deserve the credit as well. Tiffany, the birthday girl, introduce yourself, because I could go on and on and on and on and on and on about you, but I want you to tell the world a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Hi everybody. I'm Tiffany. I am a single mom by way of divorce, and for the longest I struggled with that label or the social sanction, and after overcoming that, I now feel like Brandy, like I want to be a beacon of hope and encouragement to others that, it is possible to be all that you want to be and still be a single parent. It's not a limitation. And although I've been surrounded by so many helping hands, I'm grateful for that because not everybody does. And I don't know if any way that I can be of support to other single moms, like I'm open to it.
You got it. Thank you very much, Tiffany. I appreciate that. I take my hat off to you. You are younger than I am, but I don't think I could do what you're doing. And I say that because you right now are holding down not one, but 2 careers. You are, and I always get the acronyms wrong. So make sure you correct me. So you are a registered nurse, RN, am I right?
LPN, licensed.
LPN, okay, LPN, thank you. So Tiffany is an LPN, and she's also a full-time realtor. And you travel on the LPN aspect of it. So sometimes you are in a whole nother state, taking care of patients, and then having to come back home and take care of, the household. So I appreciate the 3 of you. Without let's go ahead and let's jump into some of the questions, that are being brought up. And so for you, Brandy, when was it that you realized I have to do this by myself? You've got 7 children. And by the way, you don't have to give each age, but give us the age range, if you will.
From 27 down to 5 years old. So I have 3 that are grown and out of the house now, and then I have 4 still at home. I have 4 boys and 3 girls.
Wow. Ooh, 3 girls. Ooh, that's a lot of attitudes and personalities.
It's actually flip-flopped here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's good. Okay. So how do you put that family time into place when it comes to him?
We actually never miss a beat. If I'm away, we're always on the phone. And like I said, I have support from both my parents, his dad's parents. So it's like I'm not even missing. But when I do get back, we try and do things that, he wants to do, or even if it's just simple things like eating breakfast together and, me conversating with him, just trying to see like where he's at. What are his thoughts and stuff like that. So we just do a lot of the things that he wants to do when I am back in town.
Got you. Got you. Good information, good ideas. Excuse me, and great tactics that you all are doing, which shows me this is why you're on the right track to, breaking the cycle, if you will, with the generation of children that you're raising. Tiffany, your son is 10 years old and he read so fluently. And the reason I know this is you guys don't know, those of us that are watching online or on Zoom, but I had the panelists to provide me with, hi, Dr. Jackson, thank you for joining. I had the panelists to, without them knowing why, I was able to kind of get in contact with some of their kids or family member. And I had them to provide me either a recorded message or a written poem, because I want to pay tribute to our panelists tonight. And Tiffany's son, he wrote it, but he also had it recorded and he was physically reading. And I said, oh my, he's reading better than me, and with the school that I partner with, which is Chester A. Moore Elementary, that's one of the things that, they are honed in on is fluency reading. And so when I heard him read, I was like, okay, that's the goal that I want to make sure I help CA Moore with as well, because to be 10 years old and to read like he's 14 or 15, that is amazing. And so even though you are gone periodically, he still has that village, if you will, that's picking up the pieces to fill in when you can't. And that right there is what it takes. And that's what I was talking about in the beginning. It was the village for me. It's the village for you. Brandy, your village, even if you are moved away from your family, I heard you say you've got about 3 that are at least in their 20s. So that's probably part of your village as well. So you also have a village that's helping you?
Well, they're kind of all spread out, but if I need help, my older kids are definitely there. They love their siblings and they love me, thank goodness. But yeah, if I need them to, they're just so busy with their lives though right now. They work a lot.
There you go. And they get it from you because you're a realtor.
Yeah, right.
That's a hard job, especially when it comes to parenting. We know that, there is no wrong or right way to do this. Bottom line, it's what works best for you and your household. So I don't want anybody going back and saying, well, Jackie said she was an expert or Brandy was a certified mathematician and I made that up. Yes, we are simply just giving you guys our input and we're simply just sharing with you all what has worked in our families. So this is just advice. If you are in need of, legal professional help, it's okay to give a Mother's Love a call. Not my area of expertise here. So to everybody that joined us tonight, all jokes aside, for both angles, I humbly say thank you very much for your support, because you could have been anywhere on a Friday night and you decided to support A Mother's Love Foundation Incorporated and these guest panelists who get up every day just like you and I, and they are doing the dang thing. And so I do want to say thank you guys for running this race and grooming and molding our, our children of the future. And I do want to beseech of everybody to understand that if we don't take charge right now in the children's formation, We're going to be a lost land, period, point blank. And we have got to take and do something when it comes to the young generation. And so you guys are setting examples of that. And so I would like to give you your flowers now. And so I want to say thank you to the panelists, and so do your children. And so I'm reaching out because what I have for you guys, it will be coming in the mail. But what it consists of is it's a frame, and the poems and messages that your children provided me with, I've turned it into a work of art for you. And on the back of it, there is a button that you will be able to press, and it will play a little message. You guys can obviously hear it. So Brandy, for an example, I'm going to read yours, and I don't have my glasses, so forgive me, but it says, our mother is a woman like no other. She gave us life and gives us lessons. She nurtures us in times of need, especially when our dad had to leave. She has dressed us and fought for us, held and kissed us. Most importantly, her love is unconditionally. There are no words that can say there are no words that we can say to describe just how important our mother is to us and what a powerful influence she continues to be. Graciously thanking God every day that a mother's love is never ending and always willing. We say thank you, Mom, for the known, unknown, recognized, and overlooked sacrifices you make every day for us. Although we may not remember to tell you at times, but from all of us to you, keep doing what you do, Mom. And yes, we love you unconditionally too. And so, Brandy, what yours plays is Boys to Men, Mama. If you ever heard that song,
Yeah.
that's yours play.
Thank you
Marcus,
so much.
you're
It's gonna
very
make me
welcome.
cry.
Oh, and it's okay to cry. Cry is cleanser of the soul is what I've been told.
Mhm.
And so, Marcus, yours reads, Pop, note to my pops. Things I remember about me growing up is that you were a great example of taking care of things from life to business. You finished what you started. As a young boy, never going without a roof over my head, food on the table, and clothes on my back. Your mindset of, in spite of, that things will always get better are ways I reflect on life now. The life lessons of being better than the person I was yesterday is another one of your examples that I try to live by. You see, Dad, you have provided me with the needed tools that will equip me to be the man you have raised me to be. And for that, I am forever grateful. I can't wait to share I can't wait to share that someday with my children, thanks to you, Pops. Culture curses are broken and generational memories being formed. As being a man in today's time is scary, but knowing you are by my side has prepared me for that journey. Yes, there will be challenges. This I know. But again, to have you by my side, I am buckled in and ready for the ride, but only as a passenger for a little while longer. Then soon you too will be riding shotgun with me. Yes, Pops, I want to not only say thank you for being the man that you are, but what I need, and that yes, I love you unconditionally too. Marcus, what yours plays is, I don't know if you remember Will Smith's song, Just the Two of Us.
Yeah.
Yours plays that tune, young man. And Tiffany, because he's only 10 years old, yours does not play a tune. Instead, I was actually able to take his voice and record it, so it plays his voice on the back of yours. And what his states is, my words as your little boy. Mama, these are my words as a little boy that I want you to always reflect on no matter how far I go in life. You see, I am too young now to express my words on a level that most would even understand. What I do know is that you are my hero, and I appreciate your sacrifices that you make for me. Although I don't quite know they are sacrifices just yet, what I do know is it's time we get together. You see, in fact, this mom is my older self speaking to you. The one who laughs and cries with you still as an adult. But for now, let's enjoy my youth and all the times we get together right now. As you like to share ways for me to make it through challenges, here is one for you. Just listen to my recorded message when you get discouraged, Mom, and when you can't be there with me. You always said we must finish what we start, so now you have to do the same. You're doing this for me, not now, but for me in the future. And I am counting on you to complete that marathon. I am on the other side, and I'm about to cry now. I'm on the other side, waiting on you to pass the torch so you can see my flame as the man you will have raised me to become. For that, I say thank you, and I will forever love you too, Mom. So to the panelists and to the world, you see my vulnerable side. I'm not a weak person. Brandy crying is what?
I can't remember what you said, but I know it's good.
Of the soul. So I want to say thank you guys for this day, for this night. I was so nervous about doing this, but I'm so glad that I did. You guys have given me the courage to continue on. Ladies and gentlemen joining us online, I do want to say thank you guys very, very much. And I appreciate everything that you sacrificed, panelists, to be here, because it wasn't just tonight. We panelists, do you have anything that you'd like to provide encouraging to the world who, if not watching now, they probably will be at some point?
People that whatever they feel in their heart, God placed that in there for a reason, and that's what He wants you to do. And it may not be easy. It was never promised to be easy, but He does promise to provide for us, and you just keep going forward, and eventually you're going to get there. It may take 5 months, it might take 5 years, but it will be worth it. So just keep going forward.
I love that. Very well said. Well said.
So yeah, I just want to say, with like anything you're going to do in life, you pretty much have to believe in yourself. We always hear that, but at the end of the day, that's true. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never thought that I'd be here in Florida, living how I'm living, but I was like, you know what? I want to do it. I'm going to do it, and I got it done. You know what I'm saying? So just believing in yourself is like, that's number one. Number two, just trust that, the process, just trust the process, that's all.
Keep it simple and trust the process.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, thank you. Tiffany, birthday girl.
I think everybody pretty much said it, but what I do want to also include is to bet on yourself. You are your own limitation. Like, there are no limitations, only in your mind is the limitation. And I'm so big on the whole social sanction thing, because for so long that governed my life. And it wasn't until, I was able to break free from that I was able to experience freedom. So don't be limited by your mind.
That's powerful. Yes.
And that's it.
Very well said. I am honored to be in your presence. Well, all three of you guys play, and then I'm going to get out of your way so that you guys can enjoy this Friday night. I thank you guys. God bless. And you said it best, and that is keep it simple. Trust the process. Whatever God places in your heart, abide by it. Not let the outside world define you. And work without faith is nothing. So if we take those 5 key points from tonight, I think we all have a better chance of being what one of your kids said, being better than what Marcus, I think this was your son, being better than we were yesterday. God bless you guys. Have a great night.
Half of a Mother's Love Foundation Incorporated, we say thank you for tuning in. We see you next month, same time, same place. That will be the third Friday of each month at 5:30 p.m. where we will have different topics. Please go to our website, subscribe, and or visit us on Facebook and join our page.